So, another Mother's Day is almost in the books. Hopefully, you had fun today. Hey, all gravity, evening above ground living. We're back. Now, y'all know me. I don't really mess with Cenat. Y'all know that. I think he's a weirdo. Not hating on the fact that he built the business, shout out to him. But he does some weirdo stuff. If it wasn't the stuff with the porn star, he bringing on questionable people, him letting the white boy allegedly hang his friend, he do too much. But respect the business acumen. Respect it. Got in movies. He did a collaboration with McDonald's. Shout out to him. And I give him credit on this move. He wants to start his own streaming university. He gonna fly people out for free. He gonna put them up for free. He gonna teach them how to be a successful streamer. He even said he was gonna buy $500,000 worth of streaming equipment, including computers, the modems, software, all that, coming out of his pocket, out of Ev's pocket. Respect to him for that. They say his website crashed because he got over 1 million applications, which involves you doing a Google Docs, 8 pages worth of questions, because I looked at it, and you had to submit a video. He was even clowning iShowSpeed's brother, saying it was terrible, his application. Shout out to him. He's got to make sure the business is as effective as it can be. But we know anytime the melanated folk try to get ahead, try to do something nice, here they come. The lineage of destruction. And it ain't us, because we have so many lineages. We talking about the Twitter whites. Oh, Twitter whites were upset. Oh, we saw the Thread family. This thing called Kick News. I guess whoever streams on there, anything big, they say something. I saw the post. Oh, the Twitter whites was upset. I go on the thread. The Twitter thread say the Twitter whites say Kai Cenat is a whole racist. Because the way Kick News wrote the caption, which is what you saw in the thumbnail, you thought he was only opening it up to black streamers. They worked themselves into a shoot, and it would have taken them about 10 seconds to search for this online. I know they don't trust Google because of the scandemic and all that. You could have went to DuckDuckGo, you could have went to Bing, you could have went to Yahoo. Hell, you could have asked Siri or the Android or Grok, and they would have told you. Because I saw some Asians with the application. He even clowned one of them in there. And good evening to the room. How y'all doing? I was about Cenat, saying how he's a racist because he's black streamers. So wait a minute. Y'all said black fatigue is among us, and y'all are tired of it. You're all black fatigued out. You don't want to hear nothing about black people, which, for those who've been here, heard me say that leading up to the election, that if MAGA won, they ain't going to want to hear about black people no more. So you got there. Why are you worried about what that man's doing? Why are you worried about what that multimillionaire is doing? I'm just asking. If you're all, I know what y'all gonna tell me because not black. He a melanated immigrant. I understand that. But in their eyes, He's black. Why are you worried about what he's doing? I might have understood it if y'all made a case because he's appropriating product culture. I might have given y'all a pass on it. I still would have clowned you, but I would have understood. Y'all made an X headline that wasn't even true make y'all crash out. Which then leads me to this question. And I know nobody's going to disagree with me when I say this. If you're so worried about what that black boy is doing, that black young man is doing, why didn't you go to your white streamers and say, why didn't you do something like this? I'm just asking for friends. I'm asking for those that are inquisitive. Aiden Ross could be putting people on. He could have did what Cenat did. He's over there on Kick. He could have done that. Nick Fuentes, y'all claim he got all this influence now because, everybody hating on Israel. Why didn't he put up some people? I know last time he opened his door, somebody or some people almost knocked his block off. I'm just saying, though, he could have did this in a remote setting with, plenty of security since he thinks he's so important. Could have done that. The 16th thing. The 16th thing, aka the quartering. Mr. Pistol draws with the cat. Married for 20 years, no kids. That's what they said. I didn't say it. That's what they said. Why didn't he do that? He's so busy worried about his bullshit coffee. He could have used all those proceeds and he could have flipped that money. Him being in debt, putting bullshit coffee on his credit cards. He could have put on his credit cards an infrastructure to teach people how to stream like him. I think that would have been nice. Oh, this is the big one. And Torian, my bad. I know Torian and I know this together, but, for those who don't know, Rumble got a DDoS attack, a bad one. Now, they've been having DDoS attacks for a while, but this one, they said it was significant. The reason why I brought that up was, why did Rumble, Dave Rubin, and his partners, why did they not do that? They could have dedicated a whole section of Rumble for these kids. They have all these creators on there. They could have had the Rumble Creator Program, the RCP. I'm giving them ideas. It's copyrighted right now, so, when they try that bullshit, alert me, and I'm going to go make sure I get my money. But why didn't they do that? You got that fraud Kim Iverson on there who stay getting cooked. She could have hosted some females and showed them how to stream. You got those two bitches over there, Fraud and Misfit. They could have they teach you how to be an incel first, but then they could have taught you how to stream and yell at females all day. They could have done that. I think Alex Jones is over there. Y'all could have done that. Tim Pool, you have on Rumble over there and YouTube. You could have done that. You got a whole compound. You could have done what Cenat did. And you could have charged it to the game. But y'all worried about what this kid is doing. That's crazy to me. And yes, Rokamura, they're upset because he's doing his own thing. It's an idea he came up with, or somebody in his camp came up with, or they did it as a collective, and they didn't think of it. And they're more pissed off because the quote-unquote lamestream media picked up on it, and they're giving him coverage. So now he's getting positive press on this. Exactly. The Harry Potter trailer, that's the part they love the most. He put his own money and his legacy on the line, and now he created something. Everybody look into it now. I wouldn't be surprised if SNL does a sketch on it. I wouldn't even be surprised. Now again, I told you I don't like the goofball too much, but I gotta respect it. There was one comment in there, I swear to God, they said they're gonna try to figure out how to shut him down. I'm like, are y'all serious right now? No, I show speed is not. He said his people were from Angola, and then he was raised in where the fuck he said he was raised at? Portugal. That's what he said. Portugal when he was 2, and then he was raised in Portugal for a few years, well, like a decade or something, and then they moved to the States. So he's not FBA. Black American, however you want to say it. Cool. On that man. You need to be celebrating it. Cenat could be one of these kids that y'all hate, that just outside doing nothing. I mean, again, I'm not forgiving the goofball for letting that white girl say the N-word. He could, listen, he could be the nicest kid ever. I'm always going to look at him for that. I can't. I'll shake his hand, be cordial if I ever meet him, but nah, I can't. I never bring it up, but I'm like, eh. Because if you allow that, you will allow anything, and we've already saw what he's allowed. You almost lost your damn platform for letting a white boy lie to you and damn near pull a prank trying to hang a white kid on your stream. But then, yeah, I didn't even tell you the egregious part. And this is just how I know. See, this is why we got to tell our black streamers, the younger ones, because us older ones, we've already been through this. We were through the heyday of the real YouTube trolls and the real streaming trolls, the game lobbies. We've been there. These kids don't know nothing about no real game lobbies. He doing these he was looking at these people's applications. Cool. Apparently he knows some streamer kid, some Italian, but his handle's Los Poos. That kid's father go talk about somehow Cenat. He say Cenat running a scam. Now, mind you, put in the application, it was free. He's providing everything. You don't have to. He even said if he picks you, he gonna fly you out. You ain't got to do nothing. That man went on his son's stream and said that was a whole scam, which could potentially, if he had sponsors lined up or they were in the process of getting sponsors lined up, they hear that, they're like, yo, because I know he's going to get some sponsorships on this. But again, this is an Italian. His son plays 2K. He's big on Twitch. He got about almost 750,000 followers. He got like another 100 something on YouTube. Why would you say some shit like that? Why? Because he had John Cena there? Well, technically, they say he had John Cena there, but I didn't see him. But you know, I just saw that suit walking. I didn't see this man, but all right. Why? Because he had some porn star that he was simping for on there. Okay. And then what pissed me off too about Kai with that situation, he say, yo man, he's like, yeah, I know his dad. I thought his dad was cool. I still think he's cool, but you know, that shocked me and it hurt me. I'm like, bruh, if somebody that I know, they people or them come around and say that I'm this, that, and the third, and I'm not, that's it. Ain't shit else to talk about. Me and you is dead. Because if you saying that publicly, what the fuck are you saying privately? You screwing with my money and now you damaging my reputation. Or you're in the process of doing this. Nah, me and you done. Don't contact me for shit. He's sitting there, he letting the white man stay around. Like, come on, bruh. But you know what? As they say, you gotta learn. I'm gonna let him learn. It never ends, does it, family? It never ends. Anti-white racist. Okay. Okay. Anti-white racist. All right. And again, I'm not hating on the brother. I'm just saying, you gotta be careful out here. They gonna want to take you down. But I ask again, why didn't these white streamers come up with that idea? And it reminds me of what Hotep Jesus said to Dumb Lucre in that space. You don't signal boost nobody but trash people. These white streamers, they signal boost trash people. And then when the bullshit happens and people don't stand with them, then they like, oh, y'all weren't real. Y'all weren't real. You forgot real recognizes real. They'll just run to the next streamer. But you know, where's Piers Morgan's where's his protege at? There you go. Why Mr. Beast don't put? Well, I shouldn't say that. Mr. Beast do put people on. I won't say that. When PewDiePie was at his height, why didn't he put out some people? He platform boosted BS people. Now here we are. We over here dealing with them now. Motherfuckers kill me. That's why the stream we do tomorrow is going to hit different. Oh, by the way, is Torian still here? I need to talk to him about something. We might have to. Well, I should say we. He needs to. He might have to put all pancakes in the bed bucket hall of shame again. Brother Torian, good afternoon, brother. Good evening, as the case may be. Shout out to moms. Your boy out here telling lies again about politics. I think he needs to go back in the bed bucket hall of shame, because all of a sudden now he crying about his post getting throttled. And I had to kindly explain to the pancake critter that the algorithm has learned you. when you're dressing up like Jasmine Crockett, which he did again this week, yes, he did, they're going to push that out there. Yes, you're going to get your 6, 7, 8, 9 million views on that. Yes. When you start talking about politics, they know you're full of it and they're going to throttle you. That fool put out a post today saying that China signed a deal with the US for trade. And I'm saying, okay, because it's X, so you gotta take it with as much of the salt as you can. Because they be lying. So I said, let me go look. Let me look. All they did was say they made significant progress in talks, but no deal has been brokered yet. Because China wants those tariffs off the board, which I know is going to be the deal breaker, because the U.S. are going to stonewall and they're like, listen, everybody got to pay. I can't take it off for you, because then everybody going to come to me and be like, why you take it off for them and not us? That fool saw a letter from the trade ambassador and thought that was a deal, and then tried to peddle that off to his people. And nothing but bots and trolls were putting them over, but the real people were like, did you even read the fucking letters? So you saw that and just put it up and a bullshit caption. Like, even his supporters called him out on it. It was crazy. And that just confirmed to me that he is another one of these people that are paid by an influencer farm or an agency. Because that's your man, and you sitting there lying on him. But we would expect nothing less from the pancake critic. If they ever redo Dolomite, they should have a character in there called the pancake critic. He trying to make pancakes and got no gas. How you making pancakes with no gas? He on the street making pancakes, no gas, and the pan ain't even stainless or cast iron. That's crazy. Not even a flat top. That's insane. This motherfucker putting out my whole address. Damn, Kelvin, that's crazy. Why y'all putting out my whole address? Jesus. Niggas trying to track me. Damn it. Well, thanks. Alright. Well, thanks. From now on, we're going to keep the camera off. Kelvin might be the feds. His real name might be Agent Black. This motherfucker don't even look when he back out. He was going to hit me. And the one time I shut my camera off, I could have had witnesses. This nigga said I'm a driver. What that mean? You a navigator. That's what it means. He gonna start calling out house numbers in a minute. Jesus. Your apartment? See, look at that. Bro, let me tell you something. When I get my house, y'all ain't never gonna know where I live. That's crazy. But shout out to the pancake critter. He's good for entertainment. Oh man, I'll just wait for him to crash out. Oh, Torian, wait a minute before you leave, brother. 'Cause I know you want to go listen to TBA, and you got 400 push-ups that you behind on. Um, I think you mentioned this too, but we just gotta remember if you do the Bed Bucket Hall of Shame, you gotta for a nigga MAGA. I need y'all to really rein your people in. Y'all the same motherfuckers that keep telling us that Hollywood's so bad, right? I want y'all to hear this. Y'all the same ones keep telling us Hollywood is weird. They be doing all this bullshit. They out there, they kidnapping, cheering, and adrenochrome and all that. Yes, YouTube, I said that word. Get mad at me if you want. I don't give a damn. Um, and they doing all this nefarious stuff, right? Explain to me why y'all are allowing this fool to openly twerk for the people at Shark Tank. I need y'all. Hey, y'all are cool with this. They y'all get mad at me when I say they don't want to save the country. They just want to be celebrities. Y'all get mad at me for saying that. I need this explained. Why are you letting Pancake Critter twerk for Shark Tank? The nigga don't love y'all no more. He want to go to Hollywood. Allegedly, some dude on X, when they found the post the one I showed y'all when he dressed up like Jasmine Crockett in front of Benny Johnson, there was somebody in the thread, black man, who said, I was in a bar in Austin. Now, this is alleged. This is alleged. Say he went to a bar in Austin and he said the nigga tried to pick him up. Alleged. Allegedly. Great. Trump 2025. Trump is bullshit. But that's okay. I got some time tonight. I already cooked dinner. Fuck Trump. You'll find out in July when you can't pay for shit. Oh, I already got that. I got a design for the pancake critter. And the things I've been saying. I got some stuff. I told Torian this and Cosma yesterday. I said we should all get our money together and copyright Fresh and Fit. I think we should do that, but we're not gonna do that. What do you mean FBA loves Trump? I don't know who the fuck told you that. But I ain't FBA, so FBA, y'all can sound off on that man. That man or woman or it, we we don't discriminate over here. Say y'all love Trump. I'll let y'all answer that. Cause that's crazy. This motherfucker think an entire lineage loves Trump. That's crazy. Why? Because you saw some fucking yes, Torian, yes. He's been twerking for the last week and a half about getting on Shark Tank. He want Kevin O'Leary to sponsor his business. I'm like, nigga, you had your business over the year. How you can't push it? You got people saying they bought the shit. Why would he sit up there now? Okay, I want y'all to understand this. He's asking Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank to invest in his food business that is no different than any other food business you'll see on the market right now. Because I've watched plenty of episodes of Shark Tank. They are only going to invest in ideas that are unique. What is so unique about having pancake products that you don't even make? You're outsourcing your materials from another company. Now, I'm not saying the people that go on Shark Tank don't outsource their material, but your material is being used in other applications that this so-called company out in Pittsburgh already uses. So where's the difference? You're asking this man to put up thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars because you make fucking pancakes and chicken batter. Nigga, where is the uniqueness? How is your chicken batter, your bullshit agave syrup or maple syrup, whatever the hell it is, and your pancake batter? How is that supposed to revolutionize the world? Explain that to me. I'm just asking for a friend. How is that supposed to? Why would he put his money up on that? Then make it worse. And this is another reason you can use on him for saying how he Hollywood. He couldn't even sell out a show with Adam Carolla there. His booking manager couldn't get him a bigger venue. He's doing shows in Florida with Adam Carolla that can't even sell out the building. All that damn work. Hold up. All that damn work, right? He got a whole Rumble channel. Why don't that man do his own special? He could all that money he making off that. He could go to Austin. Austin got plenty of comedy clubs. Film that shit yourself. I'm sure there's somebody in Austin that follows you that got video equipment. Film that shit. Rent out the club, film that shit, and go sell it to one of these streaming platforms and see if they'll pick it up. Why you couldn't do that? You might have hit it big. There's no market for a motherfucker dressing up like a woman no more. There's no market for that. Your sizzle reel sucks. Your credits are not there. This fool really think he gonna go to MCU. He really think he gonna be the Mole Man in the next Fantastic Four movie. That's what he really wants. Torian, you're gonna yell at me for this. I actually watched one of his full setups, his full stand-up performances. They were terrible. He says the same jokes. Everything is political. I'm not saying you can't do political jokes or religious jokes, but you gotta switch that shit up. Only mid-ass white people are going to find your shit funny. You can't make an audience out of that. If you're gonna be a comedian, you have to cross over. If you okay, fine, Terry, you so bad, right? He's so bad, right, family? Why don't he just go sign up for what's that show? What's that talent show they got? America's Got Talent. Why don't you just sign up for that, sir? I'm sure MAGA would go on there and they would represent you and help you get as far as you can in that. They take comedians. Shouldn't be that hard. Last Comic Standing was around for years. Why didn't you apply for that? You don't tell me. So this already tells me that he hasn't been going around Austin, going to all the clubs, trying out his material, getting booed off stage, getting shared on stage, and seeing what works and what doesn't. So he can expand out to Dallas. He can expand out to Houston, San Antonio. He can expand out to the college towns. That's telling me he ain't doing it. He flew to fucking Florida, Davie, Florida, to headline with to do a show with Adam Carolla and couldn't even sell out the building. Mm, mm, mm. But I'm wrong for pointing that out. Okay, I'm wrong for pointing it out. Before I go, I thought about this earlier today and I said I wasn't going to say it, but you know what? I'm going to say it. And it's going to sound fucked up. Remember this morning when I said Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers? If you were here and you remember me saying that, put a one in the chat. The reason why I didn't want to say what I'm about to say because it was kind of harsh, but I got right with the Most High today, so me and him had a conversation a little bit. So he kind of knew I was gonna say this, and I did tell him I was gonna say it, and I said I'd repent later. Shout out to all the mothers out there, right? Us sons and daughters, we love you, we exalt you. Without you, we wouldn't be here. I was gonna say, I wonder if Terrence, because I looked on his page today, I wonder if he did say that, but then again, he don't know where they are, so he couldn't say it. He couldn't even say it to the foster parent. I'm just saying. Maybe that's why he put up the bullshit post today. Maybe that was cope. I ain't sure. Maybe he think Trump is his mommy. Maybe he think Melania is his mommy. I'm surprised he didn't say Happy Mother's Day to Melania Trump. I'm surprised he didn't say that. He might be listening. He fuck around and he might make a post about that. I didn't want to say it in the morning because the day was still starting. I didn't want to put that energy out there. But the day is almost over, so I figured now I could put it out there. The Most High could reevaluate what we talked about earlier, and the next 3 hours 49 minutes make me stub my toe or some shit. But I understand. I'll take that. Like he not even at the point where somebody gonna fuck around and just leave you on voicemail. He don't even know the number. He don't even know the Facebook page. Maybe he can say Happy Mother's Day to his caseworker. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. I'm going inside to go enjoy my life. I'm gonna put the baby to sleep early today, and then I'm gonna go enjoy my wife. I'm gonna give her a massage. I'm gonna do something nice for her today. Late. I'm gonna give her a massage. I'll do that. I'll massage her shoulder after I brush her hair. Anyway, hopefully you learned something. If you did a dumb job, if not, I try to be better next time. And it's raining, so I'm gonna run in the house. And my luck, the Most High gonna make me trip, but that's okay. I'll take that. What's wrong with a massage, Wallow J? And brushing her hair? There was nothing. I figured you Carolina niggas always got to be sexual with everything, but that's okay. I mean, your big city is called Charlotte. It's female. I get it. I understand. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Now, did the Heat win? That's the question. Now, did the Heat win? I'm just saying. And you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your